Good afternoon. At least it's afternoon where I am. I am at the Indian River Estuary in Jensen Beach, Florida. I spent many years here fishing and kayaking and boating. Actually, that's not what this video is about today. I'm going to cover a couple topics that I've been asked about. So, without further ado, let's head up to the mountains. Hey, I've made it to another camp. I'm going to spend it here tonight. I do want to bring up something though. I have questions. People ask me, why do I do this? You know, at my age, going out and solo, hiking in these remote areas, rough terrain, you know, a lot of things could happen. Well, other than the obvious answer of it's absolutely beautiful out here and it's gorgeous and quiet and serene and peaceful, it also brings me down to the basics. Out here, the only thing I really have to worry about is how high a mountain is that I got to climb, or do I have enough beef jerky? What am I going to have for dinner tonight? How am I going to hydrate my food? Where's my next camp? Where will I filter my water next? Simple things like that. How many miles am I going to do today? Absolutely mindless things that you have to think about. Of course, they're very important out here, but it gives you a break now and then, and it clears the mind, and it's kind of like breaking you down to absolutely nothing and then coming out here and just simplifying, minimizing. And so I guess that's the answer in a nutshell there. I absolutely love it as long as I'm capable and able to do it, even if I only can do it on short distances. Today I probably did, I don't know, 7 miles. I feel it in my left knee. It's my left arm, left knee. So, I mean, I'm not going to put, and I'm just going to absolutely love it. I got a stream over here. I've got a beautiful campsite. I've got plenty of wood around here. I just went down and filtered some water. It's absolutely gorgeous today. It's about a high of about 60 degrees. Tonight it's supposed to only get down into the 40s. So, all in all, that's why I'm out here. Bam! Oh, sorry. Hope that was a little more exciting for you than it really is. But let's get on to the next subject, or the next topic. I think it'll be a little bit more interesting. So let's find a place for that. Okay, so this little segment of the video, I want to talk about a topic that I've been asked a lot of questions about, and that is backpacking solo or backpacking with other people. Which do I prefer? I'm going to give you a really, really weak answer, and that is I like them both. But with that said, I would like to first talk about solo backpacking. I think I do prefer it, and let me give you the reasons why I do prefer it. First of all, when I backpack, I don't like to inconvenience other hikers, and I mean the hikers that are coming out with me. For example, and I hate to use the term, you know, I hike my own hike. It's so overused, it's crazy, but I don't know any better way to say it than I do have my little quirks about when I go backpacking. For example, I'll get up early in the morning. I like to pack up everything and hit the trail. I don't like to dilly-dally around the campsite. I'll hike in about 1 or 2 miles, and then I'll fire up my coffee, have my breakfast, and take a break there. The other thing I like to, when I hike, I take a lot of the spur trails. I like to go to the overlooks. I like to take those side trails. Sometimes I want to hike fast. Sometimes I want to hike slow. Sometimes I want to take more breaks than other people would normally take. So, you know, at the end of the day, I may do 5 miles. I may do 15 miles. The other thing too is safety. A lot of people are concerned if first solo backpacking trip, they there's a couple concerns about safety. Ooh, what was that? Anyway, oh, here I am, by the way. This is the Savannas. It's Savannah State Park. Back in the day, I used to come down here. It was never a state park. I used to have a john boat, and I used to go back in these gator holes back here and catch some nice bass. There's plenty of 10-pound bass back in there. That's without getting off the subject. That's getting off the subject here. So anyway, about safety. Now, everybody knows that people you meet on a trail are probably the nicest people you ever want to meet. Everybody seems to help each other. I go out and I stay on these trails. I'm not out there bushwhacking and going, you know, off in directions that are uncharted. I try to stay on the trail. So chances are there's going to be people coming by you. The other thing too is make sure you plan, let people know ahead of time where you're going, what you're going to do. Give them an itinerary of what you want, where you're going to be backpacking. Bring a paper map with you or whatever type of navigation. I carry an InReach with me, and it has an SOS on it, but that isn't the main reason why I carry it. I like to let my family know and friends where I am and also keep in touch with them. Then comes the big safety concern that everybody wants to address, and that is, you know, wildlife. Mostly bears. As long as I've been hiking and backpacking, I've seen a bear once. I was going up to Clingman Dome along the trail, and off in a little bit off a ways, maybe 100 yards, there was a bear laying out on a log, sunning himself. And don't get me wrong, when I go to places that I know are really popular campsites, I do take precautions. I do hang my food, and I do store all my provisions away. But when I feel that I'm some stealth camping or I'm somewhere that I don't need that, I'll be honest with you, I've slept with my food. And I'm not saying this is what you do, just what I do. Believe me, I abide by all the laws. When they tell me that I have to store my food in a proper manner, I will do so. I don't break any backpacking laws. Is that what they are? Backpacking laws? Hiking laws? I don't know. But so far, no. I think the only incident I ever had was on Ocala when I was sleeping in my tarp. I heard this little clicking noise all night, and it was some little pack rat or mouse was taking things out of my ditty bag and pile them up in a neat little pot behind the tarp. That's about as much interaction as I've had with wildlife, and I go to a lot of places where there are bears, and there's been bear warnings. So as far as bears go, oh yeah, check this out. And I'm an old guy, big guy, you know, I stand up, I go, ooh, blow my whistle, I'll run away. But here's one morning when I woke up and came out of my tent. This is what these bears did. Check this out. Yeah, right. I'd have been crapping in my pants. The other thing is I'm a YouTuber. So anybody who's out there doing videos, YouTubing, knows that a 5-hour hike turns into a 7-hour hike because you're doing your walk-bys, you're doing your walk back to your camera, you're setting up the right shot for here, putting it in a tree, coming back for your camera, taking up a lot of time. And again, I don't want to inconvenience other hikers. I guess I should be backpacking with more YouTubers. So hey, if you want to backpack, just give me a comment and go ahead and see if we can set something up. You know, when you're backpacking alone, solo also, you're hiking along, you get to camp, you're in this mindset, you're into your own mind, you're thinking about things, you're just, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, you get into this mindset, and you know, you're not distracted by other hikers. I guess that's it when it comes to solo backpacking. I do prefer it. I do like going out on my own, knowing that I have to only depend on myself. Now on the other side of this, backpacking with other people. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's fantastic to be able to share those memories and get around a campfire and just BS about your day and your hike and bantering back and forth and experiencing all that together. It's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. So I make sure that I do that from time to time. You know, I probably prefer solo backpacking because of my YouTubing and my methods of backpacking. But if you never ever solo backpack, truly believe that you're missing out on something. Give it a shot. Don't be afraid of it. Go hike in a couple miles, set up your tent, set up your whole camp, and spend the night out there by yourself. you will be hooked. Yesterday, a YouTuber, his name is Alan. Alan gave me a plug on his YouTube channel, which is Hiking the Second Half of My Life. And I'll put the link down below. You should check him out. The guy just started backpacking a year ago. He's just getting into it, getting into YouTube, and then he's progressing along the way, and it's fun to watch him, and he's a really good guy. And he just recently did an excellent review on the Lanshan 2 3FUL gear tent, which I've been kind of promoting for the last year and a half because I love the tent. And on that note, Dixie came out with a YouTube video comparing the One Person to the Z-Plex Solaplex. And right after that, I checked on the AliExpress, and it seems like the Lanshan 2 went up about $30. Was it because of Dixie? I doubt it. I doubt it. It's probably some political, economical Chinese thing between our government and theirs, or they're just getting greedy. But the price has gone up. But even still, at that price, I think it's $128. It's still a bargain, and I think they're calling it the 2019 version. I doubt if it's any different from the 2018 version, but I'll put a link below. I still think if you look at that link below for the 3FUL gear Lanshan 2, it's pretty much the best price you can get at this time. Let's get out of here, and this is a great place. It's awful windy. I don't know if you're hearing this wind, but it's beautiful out here. I'm going to head out, and we'll get to that gear opening right now, so check it out. All right, guys, let's get to opening a new package here that I just got in the mail. Let's check it out. Anybody who shops REI, whether you go into the store or you shop online, know that this past, I think it was 2 months ago, you got your REI dividend. Well, I think it came out in January for 2018. So last year, prior to going up to the Carolinas, I had stopped and I bought this isn't what I'm opening up here. I bought an InReach, a Garmin InReach. You get 10% on dividend, and also on top of that, they had a 20% coupon. Now, this is REI, but I couldn't find a thing. I could not find anything. Go figure. I don't live near a store. The closest REI store is I think it's up in Orlando, which is about 2.5, 3 hours from here. I did figure out something I wanted to buy, and I ended up ordering it, and with my dividend and everything, well, I'll show you what it is, but here it is. And we'll see what's inside here without me stabbing myself or ripping it. Clothing. It's about as exciting as a little kid getting socks and underwear for Christmas, right? But these are the Columbia Silver Ridge convertible pants, and I got them in this color here. It cost about $60 with my dividend, and with the coupon I had, I ended up paying $1.41 for these. And it's pretty good. I really love these pants. I've been using these knockoff pants. They're made by a company called Real Legends. The ones I have, they have a little bit of snag holes in them from where I've been fishing. They got some burn holes in them from campfire. Compared to the Columbia ones, they're a little bit more bulkier, and I think they made my ass look. Well, that's it, guys, and thank you very much for watching, and keep following Walker's World. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Have some more hiking coming up. I got another couple videos coming out in the next few weeks. I'm trying to do, if I can, I like to do at least one video a week, or at least every 10 days. So we'll see you guys on the next one, and thank you for watching.